Good morning from Hamad International Airport here in Doha, Qatar. I love this airport. I first moved to Qatar and the old airport was a thing, and so it was this tiny thing. And now when I lived here, they built this fabulous airport and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. It used to be that everything left like fairly close by, and the little train that takes you to the gates that were further away didn't operate because the gates didn't operate yet. But now, every time I leave here, my gate is all the way down at the other end. So it's at C58. As you can see, it goes to C93. I don't think it ever went there before. So I'm gonna go up and take the train. Now there's supposed to be this really cool garden up here now at the end. So I'm hoping that I got here early enough to go see that. I mean, my flight isn't until 1:50. It's about 10:50 now. So I'm here in plenty of time, and I did that on purpose so that I could see this garden thing, and also because I just had this feeling that my gate was going to be all the way at the other end of the airport. So fortunately, check-in went really smoothly, although never before in my life has Qatar Airways ever weighed my carry-on, and they did. And I did not know that there was a weight limit. It said that it was 7 kilos, and that my bag was 14. And I kept thinking to myself, I can't, there's no way. And I told her, I was like, I can't take stuff out of the bag, like everything in the bag I need. So she relented. I mean, this is my bag and there's really not that much stuff in it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rethink my carry-on strategy when I fly them. They didn't weigh it on my way here, so I'm kind of shocked. I don't know. While we wait, I'll show you what this part of the terminal looks like. So this is like the original part that was open when I lived here. There are a few gates here that are specially built for going to the US. They do like an extra security check, which obviously I had to do all the time. So like they check your liquids and things, which they don't do here. They make you take your laptop out, but there's no liquids. This is where you end up, and then you kind of have to walk even further. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I need to figure out where the garden thing is. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't even know what it's called, so let's go find out. The one thing that's nice about being down here is it's super quiet compared to the other A terminal, AB I think is where those are. You know, there's less flights, I guess, that leave from down here, and so it's quieter. And last time I left from here, I don't remember there being a lounge up there, but there is. The garden area is called the orchard. So there are signs that say this way to the orchard. So you go through duty free, and there are signs. I can even smell it, like it smells earthy. So there's a water feature here. You may not be able to see it in the video, but that wall over there has water coming down it. So that may be what I'm smelling. This is kind of amazing. Now, I've never been to the airport in Singapore to see what that's like, but people say this is similar. It's not as good, but similar to that. I have no comparison, so I have to take their word for it. There is a Tiffany store down here, by the way. There's also Louis Vuitton. There's like a whole mall down here. This is really cool. It was worth coming early and going to this for sure. Now, I can tell you right now that everything that's up here on this upper level, I could not afford to shop in. So we're just gonna go enjoy the greenery, but it does look like there are a few other less pricey things to do down here, like food-wise. I don't know if there's shopping like that, but I really just came to see it. I'm not really hungry, so I'm just gonna walk through. There are all kinds of walking paths through here. I mean, the fact that this is in the middle of Qatar in the desert is also part of the amazing part. Like, you know, you don't get a lot of this greenery here, so wow. People are sitting on the grass. There's grass. I gotta show you this. I want to show you grass, but everybody's sitting on the grass, which makes sense. But I can't show it to you because they're laying on it, and I don't want to, you know. Oh my gosh, there are little teepees over there. You can go and sit in them. I mean, if you ever have a layover in Doha, come grab yourself a little cabin and lay in there. That's what people are doing. They're literally like laying inside of them and reading and sleeping. I love it. This is what airports should be like. Okay, I still couldn't find any grass to sit on, but I finally did find a spot in which no one is sitting, and that's in the shade. Because there's a lot of it that's not in the shade, and so it feels really warm. Like over there, above the last part in the middle, it's super sunny, which is nice, but it's quite warm. And this is the other thing. If you see those white things down there, those are plugs. So there are plugs everywhere as well, which is exactly what you need in an airport. And I imagine that at night, all these lights are on, so it still probably feels really amazing down here. So I'm gonna check my gate one more time, and then I'm gonna go find my gate, make sure it exists. And then I think I'm gonna get a coffee, and I'm gonna come back here and sit and enjoy. Okay, change of plans. I decided that I would go walk around the above part. There's like a pathway through it, like you're above it, before I get my coffee. Here's the little path that you can walk around the upper part, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Get a feel for it from above. You get a better idea of what you can do inside. There are the little wooden tents and some of the grass. And on the other side are some people laying in the grass, like making a bed for themselves. I'm not going to show you because there are kids down there, but yeah, it's kind of wild what people are doing up in here, though. Like, they're just kind of like treating it like a campsite. This is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get myself a nice little Costa coffee and go sit in the orchard and relax a little bit. This is the way to relax before a flight. Not rushing around, not having to figure out where you're going. So this is my recommendation. If you have to fly out of Hamad in Doha, you get to the airport really early. You find out where your gate is. You come to the orchard at the end, get yourself something to drink, sit in the greenery, enjoy this, enjoy the sound of the fake birds, and relax before your flight. Don't rush around being crazy. Another reason to get to the airport early, like this would mean that like no one would miss their flights, right? The C terminal is just massive. Like, I have walked around here. There are so many stores, and this is like C24 through C25. This is just 2 gates, and it goes all the way down that way, and then there's downstairs where my gate is, and there are more gates back past the orchard, like going towards the main part of the terminal. I did talk to the lady at the Costa Coffee, and she said that it gets very busy in here in the mornings and at night. She thought it might not be busy because it's Friday, and Friday is the weekend here, and Friday is also the holy day, but it seems that there are very few flights leaving here at this time. It is about 12:15. Unsurprisingly, it's a bus to the plane today. This plane is much smaller than the one that I came on, so I'm not surprised. Hopefully that means it's not very busy. When I looked at it, when I checked in, there were hardly any seats, and there was hardly anyone in the waiting area. I had to climb up the stairs, so I definitely could not film and hold my camera at the same time because I had to carry my bag. Business class on this flight looks really nice. Wish I was sitting in these. Look. Thought I would give you guys just a little glimpse of Athens before I end the video. It was not raining when I left the airport last night, but I can see that it has rained overnight. My balcony is wet in some places, and the street has a little bit of wetness on it too, so it's definitely feeling very spring-like here. And which kind of makes sense. I mean, we're getting closer to that. It's March 2nd now, Kalomina. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.